All
First
right.
of all, Kim,
Hi.
you look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Love the hair.
Thanks. I just got it done. So thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. Have you been watching the episodes back?
Yes.
How are you feeling?
That's it. I feel like from the first season and then this season, I feel like people are starting to see my personality more and to see like what kind of person I really am. Is it always good? No, it's not always good, but I'm always going to be me. And I've said that for the past 2 years. I'm going to be Kim. You either love me or you hate me, you know?
So you know I love you, right? I'm probably going to cry.
I know you love me.
You know how much I love you.
I love you too, babe. Uh-huh.
Like more than you probably even know.
I know you love me.
Okay? And we've been through a lot in 2 years. We've been through a lot.
Why are you telling me this? I know that.
So I'm going to ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
Will you marry me?
Hey.
You recently proposed to Usman. What led you to propose to him, although his mom didn't give you her blessing?
To me, it's like, why wouldn't I have proposed to him? Everything in our relationship has been so unconventional, right? Like, I met him online. I went to go see him film a music video about another woman. Everything in our relationship is unconventional. All of this talk about the second wife and children and marriage, everything's unconventional, you know? I've been in Nigeria before this, and we spent a lot of time together, and I just felt in my heart, I told you I do things from my heart, and I did it. Even I wanted him to know, even without, if we never get his mother's blessing, that I truly love him.
Yeah.
And I wanted him to know that, and that's why I did it. And I think more women should do it. Like, why the hell not? Why is it always up to the man?
To each his own. To each his own. Well, you proposed, and it seemed as if your intention was more so to make sure that he knows you love him before he goes to see this other woman. You know, so kind of, I guess, out of fear, just you wanting to get it done before you potentially lose him.
I swear to God, it's not. I did it because I wanted him to know. Maybe a little bit.
I chose to propose tonight because regardless of what his mom says, I want him to know that I love him so much. And to make sure that I'm a priority and to make sure that he loves me the most, especially now. I kind of just want to like seal the deal with him before he goes to meet this other woman.
Do you know how awkward that was for me? I know it was a test from his mom, but I feel like I loved him and I still love him. And I just really wanted him to know, like, regardless of anything, even if we just turn out to be best friends, you know, that I'm just going to be here for the long haul. Like, I'll always support Usman, always.
Regardless of anything that happens, I want you to know that I'm always going to be here. I'm not going anywhere.
You told him, no matter what happens, I will be here. I'm like, Kim, I thought we agreed. You are first wife and nothing else. So what do you mean, no matter what happens? So you meant even if you all don't end up together.
Right. That's exactly what I meant. And I'm sticking to my guns. So, and I know everybody's like, okay, Kim, she finally got it, you know, but I have to stick to my guns on certain things. I'm sacrificing a lot. I don't know why Usman doesn't think I am, but I'm sacrificing.
We know.
Roll the eyes again.
We know you are, honey. Trust me.
And I feel like I have to stick to my guns on certain things. Like I said, in previous relationships, you know, I was always pushed second, and I'm not going to have that happen. I don't care who it is and how much I love somebody. I deserve happiness and love too, and I deserve it on my terms as well.
Yeah. Well, tell me this. What is it about Usman that makes you want to marry him? Because I mean, I want to get married. I have my list, or you know, I don't.
You have a list?
I have a list. You know that people have mixed feelings about the list, but I do. But there's certain qualities that I look for in a man. So what is it about Usman that has you wanting to spend the rest of your life with him?
He's really funny. Like, I don't think people understand what a good sense of humor he has, you know? And then, like I said, when I went to Nigeria, we found out we have so much in common. And I know it sounds crazy as hell, but we have we like the same TV shows. We like the same food. It's just like so much. It's like I really felt like I met my soulmate, you know? And I really felt like I've never in my whole 52 years of living have felt so comfortable with another human being. Like all this makeup right now, he likes it when I'm just dark circled Kim, my hair pulled back, you know what I mean? And I just feel like seeing him and knowing where he came from, it just made me love him that much more. Like we went and we fed the poor and the homeless when I went on my private trip, and just to see like how what a giving, like that's what I've always wanted, is somebody that is just as giving and such as kind-hearted as I am.
Yeah. What do you say to people who feel as if you're just infatuated with Usman and the idea of marrying a superstar?
Okay. Okay. I would see, like, I've been to Nigeria, like I said before, privately, okay? And I got to really like know him without all of this, you know, and it was just him and I in an Airbnb for 3 weeks, and it was amazing. And I really got to know Usman, you know, like more than I knew before, because it was just him and I. Because you have to remember, the first time we met in person was on camera, right? True. So this was just him and I 24/7 for 3 weeks, you know, and it was amazing. And it's not about that anymore. It's not about like, oh, because he's a singer or because he's a rapper or because, as I like to call him, international superstar, you know? It's more than that now. Like, I've invested so much time, and he's invested so much time and effort, you know? And I felt like when I proposed to him, I don't look at him, and I know everybody teases me because sometimes I do call him Soldier Boy, but more now, it's like, Soldier Boy, relax. No, but it's like, well, pump your brakes, Soldier Boy. But now it's like, this is like an honest to God relationship.
Okay. Well, I feel like in every relationship, you know, we have needs. Every person has needs. From a viewer standpoint, sometimes I worry that your needs aren't necessarily being met and there's a lot of compromise you're doing. Does Usman meet your needs? Do you feel as if that's the case?
I feel that sometimes the relationship can be really one-sided.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes I'm like, God, I'm the one traveling 27 hours to come see you. I'm the one with the swollen ankles. I'm the one, you know, that's coming, like, that sacrifice to be okay with you taking a second wife or whatever the case may be, you know? And I feel like he just sees it from his point of view. You know what I mean? Like, it's very, very one-sided most of the time. It's like, okay, oh, is this Usman, the Usman marriage, or is this the Kim and Usman marriage? You know what I mean? Is this us? Is this our engagement? Or are you thinking about my thing, like how it's going to feel for me? Can I clear something up while we're here and talking about this?
Let's do it.
I want people to understand with this whole second wife thing. I still feel the same way I do. I feel like I would be remiss if I did not let him go and have a child. I don't want a surrogate. My son is 27 years old, you know? I saw certain things that I was just like, I really don't mean it like that. Like certain things I have said, you know, in the past episodes. And I want to make that clear. I would never make another woman feel like Handmaid's Tale, okay? It's not like that. It's my perception of what Usman has told me. Now, I've done research. I know what I'm getting into, and it's a lot better. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I want to dive more into the second wife situation because there's a lot there. I have a fan comment. April says, leave April alone. April says, quote, Kim, you're very attached to being the first wife, but it seems to me sharing a parenting role with the second wife would create a deeper bond.
Yes, I have thought about that, and things have changed since then, and I would totally be in the child's life. Totally. Okay. Even if it's just, you know, my Christmas here or whatever, you know, I'm not raising it, but I mean, I would be more supportive than how I've been in the past.
So is this what you want though? You know, like, cause that's what goes in my head. Is this the life you imagine for yourself, or?
Hell no.
Hell no. I think sometimes, cause I'm learning myself in relationships, sometimes we hold on to stuff because it's comfortable and we like the idea of it, but it's really not what we want, you know?
Mm-hmm. I love Usman enough to let this happen. I love him enough to let it happen. I have learned that I have to pick my battles. I kind of step to the side when it comes to this subject a little bit, but we've talked and we have clarity on how it's going to be. We have a plan that's for us. I can't really say it right now. So it's difficult. I feel like in every relationship that you have to give and take. And I feel like this is all of me giving, but I'm not going to give too much more. So
yeah, I think that's a double-edged sword with being such a giver. You know, sometimes
you can give your soul. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I said it in our last interview. It's a blessing and a curse.